Hey everyone, RoDev here, and in today's video we're going to be learning about two really important built-in functions in Roblox. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to do to find these built-in functions, you want to go to View at the top, and then you want to open your object browser. And then once you're in your object browser, you want to scroll down until you find Part, and once you're at the part, you can find all these purple bricks, and all of these purple bricks are built-in functions. And basically, you can call these on the part. So if I want to get what all the children are, remember children, so texture would be a child of base plate. So like all of these decals right here, I can't duplicate it right now for some reason because I'm in the object browser, but all these decals right here, they're all children of the spawn location. So that's basically what that is. So that's what get children will give you. It'll give you all the children of a part. But right here, the ones we're looking for is FindFirstChild right here, and then down here is WaitForChild. So I'm going to be showing you guys what both of these do and how to use them. As you can see, they're basically just functions, and the first parameter is the child name for WaitForChild, and then there's a timeout. Don't worry about that though. Up here we can find FindFirstChild, and don't worry about recursive. Right here we want to look at string name. So as you can see, that's a common theme in both of these, a child name, and it's a string. So let's go ahead and find out how to use this. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is inserting a part in the workspace, and inside the part I'm going to insert something like let's say a click detector. So now I'm going to go back to the script, and first I'm going to make a variable for the part. So local part equals game dot workspace dot part, and then from there what we can do is part colon WaitForChild click detector, just like that. And basically, if I were to accidentally type click detector wrong, and then underneath this I were to do print hello, it's never going to print hello, and that's because the script never got there. So this is how WaitForChild works. It's going to pause the script until it finds the child click detector. So if I were to run the game, remember this just runs the game without spawning us in, and then let's say I rename this to like 2Rs, it's going to print hello because it finally found a click detector. That's kind of how WaitForChild works. It's going to pause the script until it finds something with this name. So yeah, that's pretty much how WaitForChild works. And I can also set a variable, so local cd for click detector equals part colon WaitForChild click detector, and then we're going to do print, let's set something like s. And as you can see, it's going to print s because we have a click detector in there, but if I were to again do 2Rs, it's not going to work. It's not going to be there until it actually finds it. So now I'm just going to rename it to click detector with 2Rs, and it's going to print it. And this error comes because after a certain amount of time, the script is just telling us that it was unable to find it, and that's why the code didn't run. So it's just telling us that we never got past line 3. It stopped here because it was waiting for a click detector with 2Rs. So now I'm going to go over FindFirstChild, and one more thing, we can actually use WaitForChild here. So we're going to do WaitForChild and a child with a name part. If I just delete this part and run the game, obviously we need something to tell us when we made it past the line, so I'm just going to print something down here, found the part, and then if I were to run this game, as you can see, nothing comes, but then if I insert a part, it says found the part. So that's basically how WaitForChild works. Now the second thing I want to go over is FindFirstChild. So again, let's do local part equals game dot workspace dot part. So I have to insert a part, and there we go. So now I'm going to show you guys how FindFirstChild works. So I'm just going to set it up the same way. We're going to use a click detector, and we're going to do FindFirstChild. So basically we're going to do local cd for click detector equals part colon FindFirstChild click detector, and then under here we're going to do print s, same thing. And basically, as you can see, it prints s immediately, and that's because the script actually went past, but it never actually waited. FindFirstChild will find the child, and the variable will become the click detector if it finds the child. If it doesn't, then if we print cd, I think it's going to say nil. Yeah, it actually prints click detector because it was there, but if you remove it, it's going to print nil. As you can see, it prints nil because it wasn't able to find the click detector, but it didn't pause the script. It continued going, and it made the variable nil. So that's how FindFirstChild works. And you might be thinking, why don't we just do part, dot click detector or something like that? But basically, as I just said, you need to, if you don't know it's there, you would use FindFirstChild. Then you can check. So if I were to do it again, FindFirstChild, and then let's do the click detector, and then let's just insert one in here. And there we go. Now the script is good. It's basically just going to go through, it's going to find it, and the CD will become this object right here. Remember, we have integers for numbers, strings for letters, and then object values are basically, a CD is now the click detector. And right here we have the CD, so it should print the click detector just like that. There we go. And that's how FindFirstChild works. So now you still might be wondering where we would actually use this in a game. So I'm actually working on a game right now. I might start a series for, a log of how we're making the game. And yeah, let me just switch over to that game real quick. So right here is some of the code for the game. I'm just going to zoom in. And right here you can see how I've used FindFirstChild for the equip name. So basically right here we're getting a variable for whatever gun the player has equipped. So equip is actually, don't worry about what it is, but basically this will become, the gun the player has equipped. And basically, yeah, so equip name is the name of the gun the player has equipped. And right here we're finding it. Remember, a name, so it's a string value. And since it's a string value, we can put it in here because it's looking for a name and a string value. And basically with that, inside the water guns folder, we'll be able to find something with the name that we're looking for. So the name of the tool that the gun that the player has equipped, we're going to look for it in the water guns folder. Then we're going to clone it. Remember, this is also another function. We can clone it, and now tool becomes the actual tool, but we cloned it, so now it's a duplicate. And then we put that tool, remember using .parent we learned in the instance video, we put it inside the player.character. And now with that, that's how I use FindFirstChild in an actual game, and that's how this game is going to work when using FindFirstChild right here. I do want to go over the homework from last video, so remember, if you're new around here, we do give out homework at the end of videos, so let's quickly go ahead and cover last video. So we're going to put a script in here. We're going to do a local base plate equals, or actually I haven't taught you guys this yet, so I'm just going to delete that script. And here we're going to do local b for base plate equals game.workspace.baseplate, and basically now game.workspace.baseplate, and what we're going to do is b.anchored equals false. We're going to wait 1 second, and then we're going to do b.anchored equals true. Then we're going to run the game, and as you can see, it's unanchored and then it anchors itself. And basically you just do this as many times as you want, and it's going to keep anchoring, unanchoring. Okay, so basically I forgot to add a wait right here, so make sure you have waits in between here. But this is basically how I wanted it done from you guys. So you can see every 1 second it's just going to drop a little more and then stop. But as you can see, it went too low, and that's basically workspace has a property called fallen parts destroy height. So at this height, so -500, it's going to destroy the base plate, and base plate went to -500, so it got destroyed. But yeah, that's the homework from last video. For this video, basically what I need you guys to do for homework is go ahead and create a script where you just have to insert objects in like a couple different instances, and then yeah, just use WaitForChild to pause the script until that object is there. Basically just recap what we did this video. But yeah, other than that, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like the homework idea that I'm going with, and if you like the videos in there teaching you scripting. But yeah, if you have any issues with your scripts, be sure to come to my Discord server and I'll help you out. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.